Today I'm going to show you how to paint a really basic butterfly. This is the design I use at every single event I go to. It's so quick. I can probably do one of these in about 2 minutes, but it does still look really effective, so I hope you like it.
Okay, so the first colour I'm using is lilac. This is going over the entire eyelid, starting right in the inside corner, and then you want to cut it through the arch of the eyebrow. And on the outside edge, you want to round it out so it's a nice soft shape. And do this on both sides. Try and get them as symmetrical as you can. Next we're going to take the same lilac colour and paint the lower wing. This goes on the underneath of the eye, sort of towards the outside edge, and you don't want it to be too big. To stop yourself applying too much paint, you can always squeeze the end of the sponge to make it a bit smaller. Next we're going to add our second colour. I've chosen to use a pink, and starting on top of the outside edge of the lilac, you're going to start extending the wing shape. Now you want to bring it up further and out further, and also give it a more defined edge. And then going back to the original lilac, you're just going to blend the two colours together. We're going to do the same thing to the lower wing, so just outline the edge of the lilac, and again you don't want this wing to be too big, so if it helps you can squeeze the end of the sponge to make it smaller. You'll also notice that I haven't gone right into the inside corner of the eye on the bottom. I tend to stop the wing about midway through. Again, swap back to your lilac and just blend the two colours together. Next we're going to paint a black teardrop on the top edge of the wing, so start right on the top corner of the pink, bring the line down, miss the eyebrow, and then pick it back up on the inside corner of the eye. Now we're going to start back on the top of our teardrop and just outline the edge of the wing. You want to paint two scallops which are headed towards the centre of the nose. And as soon as you've painted these, you want to take a dry brush and just drag the colour into the wing a little bit more. This will soften the edge. And now we're just going to paint exactly the same thing on the other side. For the teardrops on the bottom wing, you need to make sure you start lower than the pink, so bring your brush down further than the base and then flick up towards the centre of the eye. I paint both my lower teardrops at the same time because I just find it easier to get them symmetrical that way. And again, we're just going to outline the edge of the wing, so start on the teardrop and loop the edge round. You only need to do one scallop on the lower wing because it's smaller than the top one. And then whilst the paint is still wet, take your dry brush and just blend in the inside edge. For the body, you're going to start right at the top of the nose but lower than the eyebrows. You're going to paint a tiny circle for the head, and then I just press the brush down twice and end on a flick to create the body. And then to do the antennae, I do two very small teardrops connected down onto the head. Next we're going to swap to a white paint, and we're just going to add a few dots along the top and bottom edges of the wing. I overlap the dots onto the black and the pink, and the closer I get towards the body I try to make them taper in size, so try and get them a bit smaller towards the centre. Next we're going to add a little bit of lipstick. To make everything coordinate, I've chosen to use the same pink that I used in the wing, so that everything matches. And then of course the last step is to add some glitter. So I'm using a shimmery iridescent glitter and just putting that over the top and bottom wings. And there you have your very easy and very quick butterfly. I really hope you like this design. It's one of my favourites, and I'll